game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5.
I love defensively when I haven't done anything and I got them backed up inside their own 10-yard. That's a really great start. Get the crowd involved early in the game. Now come out and play some defense on your terms.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give on the counter. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. Defense caught out of position and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get going down in the fourth quarter.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Got him, and nobody's close. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And tackled there by the defense. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Lagway. Avoids pressure. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. They're trying to get to it. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. They'll run it to the right. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. We've reached the 2-minute warning and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
With the catch, it's Robinson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Marks. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! USC. Make this extra point, and they could go to the halftime locker room with a lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
That makes the score USC 7.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fair catch, called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's gonna pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He chucks one out to the right. And he's got it inside the 35. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, USC 7, Florida 6.
The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on it just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The Trojans get enough to move the chains.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Branch. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USC 7, Florida 6.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Snaps it in the shotgun. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's dragged down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down.
Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He'll throw one to his right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception.